Hey everybody, welcome to our Thursday night training call. Tonight Jeanine prepared an awesome video for us, or I'm assuming it's awesome. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited because it's also a video I have not seen yet, and I've never heard of this coach yet either, so I'm really excited. But she is going to introduce the video and share a little bit why she's picked this topic, and I'm gonna turn it over to her. So Jeanine.
Hi guys. You can hear me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I decided that I wanted to do all about like pages and getting more followers and then engaging them and building the people that are liking you. Because at this point, like I have my friends and I have my family and my coworkers on there, so I'm kind of at a point of where do I find new people to like my page, and then once they're on there, not just getting them to like it, but to engage them and get them interested in everything we have to offer. So I hope you guys like the video.
Awesome. Okay, so we will go ahead and do a screen share. Get your notebooks ready. Let me make sure that this works. Can you guys see the YouTube channel? Yeah? Okay, cool. Let me play.
I'm just going to tell you guys kind of what I've been doing with my like page lately.
Can you guys hear that? Okay, because it's kind of low. I don't know what else to do. I think I have my volume like to the max. Let's see. Hopefully it works. Maybe she'll start talking louder.
Like Lauren was saying a minute ago, like there's so many different opinions and different strategies that different coaches have implemented that have worked for them. That may or may not work for you. So it is your job to kind of just take it all with a grain of salt and figure out like your rhythm that works for you. I have had more interaction on my live page than I ever have before in the last month or two. So I just kind of want to share like what I have done different. I'm figuring this out, you guys. Sorry. Yeah, can you see my sorry? Oh, no. Okay. You guys see that? Yes?
I can see it.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, like we were talking about, Stacey, like getting more likes on your like page, it's kind of a tough one. The very like basic thing that you can do with that is one of my behaviors is to add friends to your network. So anytime that I add, and I usually add friends in bulk, I'll have like one day a week where I add friends, and then I have one day a week where I go and invite those new friends who have accepted my request to like my like page. And I do that here with the wheel button and go invite friends. And then I pull out my phone and go to my friend list and my recent friends and just type in their name. So it goes super fast. As soon as I get down to the last name I did my last invite, it says already invited or already liked, then I stop. And it's usually about 15 or 20 people. Usually like a third of them will actually end up liking my page. I do that on like a Monday morning. I don't do that on like a weekend. Or like a Monday evening. Evenings are great to do it as well. But oftentimes like those invites to like your like page just kind of get buried in your notifications, or people just kind of like, oh, whatever. You cannot resend them, but that is like a very like basic way to get more people to like the page. It's just invite new friends, and that kind of like breaks the ice and lets them know like what you're all about. It's because you can add them to your personal page and immediately get to your like page to figure out who you are. And another thing too, when they come to your like page, so you have sent the invitation to like your like page. When they come to your like page, they should be able to know what you're all about within the first 3 seconds, right? Within the first like the last 3 posts. So I really try to make that simple, and I put it all on my cover photo. All of my interests and things that I talk about on this page are in my cover photo. I created it with Pink Monkey, and I pretty much just found something on Pinterest that I really liked and just ran with it. And so that is how I came up with my design. I really wanted it to be me and things I love and things that I stand for. And so you can always like pick your last 3 posts, but yeah, like you really want to try to grab their attention the first like 3 seconds or 3 posts that you've done. Otherwise, they're just gonna like kind of move on. And if they come to your page and like, I don't know what she does, like what is this? Like what is your like page? You're not gonna get their attention. They're probably just gonna move on. So try to be kind of forward. Public figure kind of throws people off sometimes, but if you throw in like health and wellness, like all these things, I know a lot of people ask me if I'm a blogger. I guess I have a blog, but I'm not technically a blogger. But it kind of gets the conversation going, so that's good. So that's one way that I invite people to like my page. Another way is sharing my posts. I do this really often, at least once a day. I share a post from my like page to my personal page. And there's a lot of different opinions on this. Some people say don't do it. Some people say do that all the time. It's just kind of up to you. And I'll click share. And then I'll just do share on my own timeline. So I'll switch it to share on my personal page, and then sometimes I'll say something about it, and then I'll just post it. Make sure this is public. But yeah, I do that at least once a day. And here's a really good way to kind of know, like for me, how to post. That's different from your personal page to your like page. What I have been doing, there's this too, hold on. So when you click the cover photo, I also have a very, explain little thing about, hi, I'm Cindy. I just have like a little about me kind of thing and like what my main passion is, what I do. Not a ton of detail about what I do, but just like I run groups and I take people on to mentor them to teach them what I do. So I just have this kind of like about me thing linked to my cover photo. So if people click on it, they can get more information immediately. So what am I all about? And then I have like my Lutheran forms. This is an application for my next challenge group. This is for my next challenge group. This is an application for becoming a coach. And then I have my website on there. So immediately, if people see my cover photo, they click on it, they see what I'm about. There are call to actions. You fill out these applications or visit my blog for more, whatever. So yeah, make sure that your cover photo is eye-catching and all about you and what you're all about. And then do like write up a brief summary. And you guys, I just kind of like went to a lot of the top coaches like pages and just saw what they did and kind of made my own version of it and what I think would work for me. Okay, what I'm gonna do with my posting, I post probably 4 to 5 times a day between my 2 pages, and I try to have at least 2 and 2. 2 on my like page, 2 on my personal page. Have them be different and separate, but kind of go together. Or if I post on my like page and share it to my personal page, I count that 2 for 2. So this has been a really good thing because I was kind of double posting, and I did feel like it was really all that helpful or useful. I wasn't getting any interaction on my like page because they were interacting on my personal page. And sometimes that's still true. Like my beef was for dinner. I got some interaction here, and then I also got it on my like page or on my personal page. So I posted originally to my like page and share it to my personal page. I got interaction on both, which is great. You have to know that not listening people are seeing it because of the percentage of your friends that actually see your post, and then the percentage of the people who like your page who actually see your post. So I'm at like 732 likes. It's not anything crazy. It's not a super high number. It's not really where I thought it would be right now. I thought I would have a lot more than that. But I'm really trying to grow my page organically. I don't like to do a lot of because Boost will promote your page for likes, and they'll guarantee you like 5 to 7 per day. But the problem with that I see personally is that you can't choose the quality of your likes. They're just like random people. I was getting random people, and pretty much half of them I had to block anyway, so it really wasn't worth it to me to pay to boost and get people liking my page. I do boost posts. especially challenge group posts, I will boost something like a recipe that I love before I boost a challenge group post. But yeah, I usually boost it for a week and I pay $7 or whatever, and I'll do that just a couple times a month to try to keep the cost down. A lot of coaches will say to spend 20% of whatever you make on your business and promoting your like page. I'm not quite there yet. I just kind of randomly do it. There's also several coaches who have been able to grow a like page without paying a dime, without paying a single cent. And I get that it's kind of a pay to play game, like you pay the money and they get you seen. I do understand that, but it's kind of like finding that fine balance of how much you want to spend, how much you want to grow, how much of that you want organically, and then coming up with good content. So I will try to do a mixture on my page. You cannot have it just be fitness. You cannot have it just be posts. You cannot have it just be food all the time. So I try to do a good mixture of things. Kind of like my cover photos here. Like these are things that I like and enjoy and things that I post about. I do a lot about nutrition because I'm really passionate about it. I love finding new recipes and sharing those. And in talking with people, that is what people want to see. They want to see like recipes and easy workouts. So what's another thing? As soon as somebody likes my page, I go in and send them a message, or I do this in bulk as well. So I'll take one day a week where I'll go in and whoever liked my page that week, I will send them a message like, hey, thank you so much for liking my page. It means a lot to me. I would love some feedback from you if you've got it. I'd love to know what you would like to see from my page, what you would like to hear me post about. Just something really simple to the point. I hope you're having a really great day. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. That's a great way to interact with people that are liking your page, which is huge. You want to have a good interaction with people. You don't want to just have like a ton of likes on your page and then like nobody interacting or seeing what you post. So it is similar to Facebook where you have to interact with your followers or they're not really going to see your page very much. So you want people liking and commenting. You want people messaging you. You want to message people, and that will get your page seen more by other people. And the more that they like and share it, their friends are going to see it and like it, and that's kind of how the organic growth happens with your personal page. So I'm trying to start using more language like share this post, give this a like, make sure to comment, tell me this, that, or the other, asking engaging questions that people want to answer, like something like I did like a personality quiz earlier this week, and that post got like a bunch of comments. It was crazy. But it was just kind of like a silly post of like, I'm having an off day. I'm kind of an introvert. What are you? People love those easy Facebook quizzes, and so I put one in the comments. It was great. But just coming up with something that's going to be engaging, because it's just like your personal page. You've got to engage with your following in order to have them see your posts, be able to share your posts, and so on. So I usually post in, here's the other thing. I always schedule out my posts. And this is really easy to do with the Like Page Manager app on my phone. I probably use that more than my Facebook app on my phone because I try to be a lot more engaged and involved in my Like Page and my Messenger. So Like Page Manager app, Messenger app, and Facebook app are probably like the most used and picture apps. But you can schedule posts. Let's take where I write something here. And we're going to add an awesome picture to it for fun. Why not? Real quick. So instead of hitting publish right away, I'll hit this little arrow to schedule. You pick the day, you pick the time. Distribution schedule. I've never seen that before. I'll stop showing it. Oh, no, I don't. Stop it. That's weird. Don't put that. And then you just schedule it out. So oftentimes the night before, I will sit down and write out my posts for the next day. or all three for the next day. I try to do 3 on my personal page, or 2 on my personal page, 2 on my like page, sometimes 3 if I can, or I will share one of my like page posts on my personal page to get that third on my personal page. But I always go into my like page manager before I go to sleep and at least try to schedule out my posts for the morning, just so it gets out there. And I do it, I schedule for any random time between 8 and 10 a.m. Any time in there usually does really well. It kind of depends on what it is. If it's like a workout, I'll do it earlier. If it's breakfast, I'll try to do it around like 9 or 9:30. If it's something inspirational or like a challenge group post, I'll try to do it closer to 10. Once again, like meal times, right after meal times is a great time to do these posts. And so I'll schedule something out for the morning. I'll schedule something out for the afternoon. I don't post a lot in the evening for my like page. I don't know why. I've just heard a lot of coaches say that any like 6 o'clock is kind of the cutoff for a like page. I don't know why. Because evenings are a great time to post on my personal page, but who knows? I try to do like 8 and 10, and then from 4 to 6, kind of when I post on my personal page, and then I always go back in later in the afternoon or later in the evening and try to interact or like my own posts to kind of boost it in the newsfeed or have Steven liked it. But I always try to go back and interact with that post as much as I can to do it again a little bit later, just to kind of get the most bang for my buck and the time that I put into the post. So if you did want to, let's say you want to boost the post, we're going to boost this one. I feel like something about holding this big knife in my hand. When my friend's coming, she's like, oh, I'm not going to lie, I'm scared a little bit at this. We're going to boost the post here. But you can boost it for a day, you can boost it for a week. I wouldn't recommend doing more than that. I typically do 1 to 3 days for just regular posts or a challenge group post or a challenge group invite or coaching thing. I'll do a week usually. So in here, you can choose your audience or who is going to see this post. And there's another big debate on who to choose as your audience. You can simply just choose to focus on the people who have liked your page. Here's the thing. People who have liked your page have liked it for a reason. They are your target audience. They are interested in what you have to say. They don't have to like your page. Even your friends don't have to like your page. If you add somebody as a friend, it's a little bit different than asking them to like your page. When they like your page, that's kind of saying, yeah, I like what you do. Not necessarily, yeah, I want to buy what you have to sell, but yeah, I like what you do. I like what you're posting. I want to see more. And so you can specifically just boost for the people who like your page so that they will see, so you can make sure that all 732 people who like my page will see this post. I can pay money and that will happen. Or you can do people who like your page and their friends, which is definitely a more smart option. If you're asking me, that's a good one. A lot of people will just do that, people who like your page and their friends, because again, you're staying within your target audience of people who you know already like what you're about, what you have to offer, and then their friends who probably have a lot of the same interests that they do. This is one that I choose, and I kind of go back and forth between these two a little bit. Just kind of depends on the post, but typically I like to choose my own post targeting, and I get pretty specific with it. And I'll show you how you can do that. So these are all the locations that I chose. I tried to do somewhat regional. So I chose the United States, Denver, Colorado, Boise, Falls, Idaho, Portland, Oregon, Provo, Salt Lake City, Utah, Seattle, Washington, Cheyenne, Wyoming. And these are mostly places that I know people and I might have friends in common or something like that, or just like people in my region. You can boost people in Florida if you want. You can go wherever you think. This is just kind of like what I chose for society. It's completely random. So whatever you guys want to choose, you can choose different locations, or you can just specifically focus on Idaho as well. Interest is another one to get very, very, very specific with. So I want people who are interested in similar things to what I post. So Bikini Body Mommy is a great page that a lot of my friends like. Organic food, road from international, traveling, things, tasty see that page that everybody's always sharing their recipes that are those cute little videos. Acting Agency, Healthy Food Guide. Like, these are actual pages that are on Facebook, and people who like these pages are also going to be targeted in my post, in my boost for whatever post that I'm doing. So I will change this from time to time, but there's a lot of mom stuff in it, there's a lot of travel stuff in it, there's a lot of food stuff, and fit mom stuff in there in those interests, because those are the people that I'm trying to talk to and reach. So this is my target audience right here. Age 21 to 35, that's again totally up to you. Budgeting and duration. So they do make you do at least $1 per day. So you can do 1 day, or you can run this ad. I'll do 3 days. Typically, run that until the 3rd day. And then you could do a total budget of $3, $1 per day. Or 7 days or 14 days, or 3, whatever. You can choose that. And I have linked to my PayPal account. So I will just set all my specific things, and then the boost, and it has to go be approved, and then it will let you know when your post is boosted. That's the tongue twister. So yeah, that's definitely a great way to get by more people and get your page liked by different people outside of your friends list on Facebook. So if you want to make it a goal to maybe do that once a week or once a month, definitely do that. Definitely, it's worth the investment. Like I said, a lot of people kind of have the rule of thumb to 20% of whatever you make goes to Facebook Live page and promoting yourself. So in whatever way that is. What else is I want to cover? It's awesome, you guys, though. It will tell you how many people have reached. You can go into so over here, yeah, you can see all your different views and who's interacting with your page, how well different boosts have done. These are different reach. This was not even a boosted post, which is awesome. I was really thrilled about that. You can see all your posts and the different reach that they did. And then you can pay attention to the time that you posted it, and the day of the week that you posted it, and what did well when, and then you can kind of tweak when you do your posts based on the reach that you got with that specific post and the engagement that you got with that specific post. And then, yeah, pages to watch is a good one to kind of see how everyone else is doing it and how they're growing. On the side, it will show you, so this week I had a post reach of over 5,000 people, and a post engagement of 500 people. So that's roughly 10%, a little bit more, I guess, than 10% of my post reach. I got 10% of those people to engage on my post. So I'm going to try to work on getting that number up higher than 10%. But that's a pretty good week to have 10% of my people engaged there. You can promote the entire page, the page itself. It's kind of the same. Or you sign up on your website, your page, and invite your friends. Those are different ways. And then here, I have my sign up button, but it goes to my the application to sign up for my next challenge group. It's a sign up button. A lot of people have it. You can edit it. It can say watch video. A lot of people have an introduction video, or a video that goes through their transformation or things like that. That could be your call to action button. You can have a few different options there with your call to action button, and then you can promote that as well. What else? Make sure to have a really quick and concise about me. And then I said just click the cover photo for more information. I have the website on there. I think that's about it. So I try to post at least twice a day on my page. I try to engage with those. I share at least one post from my like page at least 3 times a week during the week. I try to do it every day. And too, like that helps you kind of like cut down on how many posts that you're doing. I do try to do a little bit different content. But really, if I did 3 posts, I posted 2 of them to my like page, 1 of them to my personal page, and then just shared 1 post from my like page, that's 2 and 2. So it sounds hard, but it's really not as hard as it seems. Like coming up with content is, yeah, that definitely takes work. You have to set aside time. And I strive for 2, but I try to get 3 usually on most days. And then I also share those on Instagram as well. But yes, I recycle content like crazy, guys. You can use the same write-up with a different picture. You can use the same picture with a different write-up or a different message behind it. Definitely recycle different content so you're not constantly having to come up with new information. Recycle it from a year ago, recycle it from a month ago. Like I said, not everybody is going to see these. So you can't be like, okay, I posted that so everyone saw it, but something else. You can post it. Again, I guarantee you're going to get a completely different crowd. Post it at a different time of day, too, and you definitely will get a different crowd. If people have to get before, they'll just keep scrolling. They're not going to be like super annoyed if it's not the same exact day. Whereas if you're posting to your like page and then immediately posting to your personal page and they're seeing double their news feed, I feel like people get more annoyed with that than if they thought they're like, oh, I saw that. They're A, not going to remember, or B, it's going to be very likely that they'll see it again. I really wouldn't worry too much about that. Really what I would worry about is creating a beautiful cover photo and having some sort of write-up on your cover photo with a call to action, what your page is about, what they can expect from your page, and what they will find there. Definitely set that up. And like Woohoo forms are so easy, you guys. Just go to woohoo.com. It's free. You can create these different things. I love Woohoo. I love forms. It's amazing. And then just make sure to schedule out those posts. It's so easy. And I love scheduling out posts. It's the best thing I ever stumbled upon. It makes, like, I don't have to think about it. They just post throughout the day. And it's not like when you use a third party, like if you use like a third party like Postcard or something like that, your algorithms are much lower because it's a third party that's posting it. This is actually like you are posting it. So it's very, very helpful to schedule out those posts, make sure that they happen, especially in the summer when we're out and we're busy and we've got stuff going on. You don't have to worry about it because your page is running itself. You just have to make sure to go back later and engage with those people, answer questions, respond to different people, and to boost the engagement in that post. So really, those are the things that I would be focusing on: coming up with videos, coming up with content, and just making sure that it's like a beautiful display of you and your life and what you're all about, so you can really like grab people's attention in the first like 3 minutes that they're in, that they're on your page, so you don't lose people. But that is stop sharing. Stop. Hello. All right. We have 7 minutes. You guys have more questions after that? Is that helpful? Is that a lot of the same stuff you've already heard before?
I think I gave up too quickly. I did on my like page.
Yeah, it's definitely like staying consistent. Because again, like build your algorithms, but it's just gonna build people's like confidence in your page that you're okay, they're gonna be posting, they're there, I would honestly I feel like it's more important to post on your like page than your personal page.
Really?
Yeah, that's just me. But yeah, the only way that you're gonna boost those likes, those people that like your page, and then share it to your personal page. But the only way you're gonna boost it is if you're posting on it. Like if people go to your like page, if you've invited them and they go over there and they're like, you haven't even posted in like a week, or this is just everything that's on your personal page, they're not really gonna stay, or they're not really gonna like it. So yeah, 100% I would say, especially before I send out a big list of invitations to my new friends, I make sure I have like awesome posts out there. Image or something that is like, yeah, she's awesome. I definitely don't want it to be like, oh, I have a post on there in 3 days. I'm going to invite all these people. Because then they're like, what is this? Yeah, and every single time that I do share one of my posts on my personal page, I get like 2 or 3 likes on my like page. They're like, oh yeah. And there are people who have just kind of like breezed past my invite and their notifications, or just people who just didn't like it in the beginning, and now they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's definitely important, is to share those. Like Shauna and Jordan just like went full like page last month. They don't post any like health and fitness stuff on their profile anymore.
Okay, that's funny because I don't think I am a part of the like page, so I was wondering where the heck are Shauna and Jordan?
Probably like them. Yeah, I think they could do like a specific training, and that's what but the problem I see with that is it's a process to grow your like page, and 2, you can't come back from that. You can't be like, oh, I've moved, and then be like, I'm back.
Well, I've been wondering where they were. I've totally been wondering where they were.
I personally don't think so, but like you don't have to just say it. You can just like do it. You don't have to just be like, I've moved. Check out my like page. But yeah, I've definitely been following that. I know that Jordan hasn't really been posting much because she is sick and pregnant. But yeah, I don't know about the background truth. It will be in the end, but for right now where they're at, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I definitely would go full like page. But it did make me kind of realize. I was talking to Shauna, we kind of do all once a month, but I was talking with her, and she just made me realize how it is, like, that is the future of my business, is my like page. Because you max out a friend at 5,000. Guess what? I have above 2,000 friends. I can only really keep working for my personal page another 2,000 friends, and then I've got to like quit, make room for my personal sponsor coaches, and do the big move to my like page. But that move will be a lot more smoother transition if I've built it up and like brought people with me along the way. It's gonna be a lot.
But as not the practical logic of doing, I mean, she runs her like page and her personal page as if they are one.
Yeah.
And her logic behind it, then maybe.
The other problem with like page, you cannot message people. They have to kind of flirt. If they comment on your stuff, but like your followers, if you're not friends with them, you can message them, but they won't see it unless you're friends with them. You know what I mean? Like I message people on my list who have liked my like page, but I message them through my personal page. Okay. And if I'm not friends with them, they won't really see it. It'll go to the back end box.
Hidden pocket folder.
Yeah. So it is a little bit harder. Like if you are friends with them, they will for sure see it in their inbox. So that part is a little bit harder to like scout with people because you can't really you're not friends with them. But if, like for instance, if they comment on something, there is like, you know, like you can like someone's comment or reply. On your like page, there's like, reply, message.
Yes, okay.
But then you can directly message them as it's to me, and it will directly show up in their box because they've interacted through that. Yeah, it's easier, but they have to kind of comment first before you. Yes, but yeah, I do. I definitely agree with making them fun and recycling content and putting it on both at separate times, not the same day. Maybe using different images. I know that she'll do like the same write-up with different images a lot, and she will like come back from a month ago's post and redo it with the same image, different write-up or vice versa. We'd love to let it know, but definitely like page is important. It's definitely the future of your business. So,
well, thank you. Thanks for putting that together. I know that takes time.
Alrighty. Did you girls learn anything about like pages? Was that informative? There were some things that I didn't know about that I took notes on. So I'm happy that Jeanine picked this topic because it is something that even I haven't really focused on my like page at all, really. And I almost am maxed out on my friends on Facebook. So I need to get to work. And yeah, I really like the fact that she told us at the beginning, in your first few posts on your like page, people need to know who you are and what you're about. If they can't tell in the first few scrolls, they're not going to go back, 2 months in your posts to see and figure out who you are and what you're doing. Having a nice cover photo, like she mentioned, is important. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy, but just sharing those, 3 to 5 important things in your life. So, health, fitness, family, fur babies, whatever it might be. And having that bio section in the cover photo, linked up, I think that's really cool because I don't think I have that either. And that's something that you don't need a special website to link that up to. You can just, type out a little short bio about yourself. Like she said, make a Woofu form if they want more information about a challenge group or join my team, whatnot. Very simple to do. So a mixture of things you love, sending messages to anyone who likes your page, thanking them and asking them for feedback of what they want to see. I think that was really cool because that gives them a chance to obviously give their feedback, give their suggestions on what they'd like to see on your page. And it shows most likely if they haven't really looked at your page and you ask them for feedback, they'll probably go to your page and start scrolling and looking at your stuff. So it's kind of like a tricky way of getting their attention to actually go to your stuff and look at it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And asking people for what you want. So share this post, comment below, like this if you can relate or whatever. Using those keywords like she said, I think that's something we need to get into the habit of, not just on our like pages, but on our personal pages too, and sharing, those type of engaging posts. It could be something silly, like, sharing one of those images and saying pick your vote or whatever, which one describes you, and A, B, C or whatever. Just things to kind of boost your algorithms and get your newsfeed out there, get your stuff, on more people's pages and getting more eyeballs to your stuff. That's super, super important. What else? Targeting your audience. So if you are going to be boosting different posts or recipes, your challenge group stuff. I know Emily has posted stuff and boosted event pages through her page. So an upcoming challenge or free group. That's really cool. Maybe she could share a little bit about that and limit wise, I'm sure she didn't spend too much money in that, but she got a good amount of people in her free group because of that boosted post. I didn't think of this, but in the specific target audience, targeting the tasty, the recipe page or whatever, that's so smart because everyone loves those videos. Everyone reposts those videos. So have thinking outside the box. Don't just think, women's fitness, weight loss, Weight Watchers, those things that everyone will think of. Think outside the box. Even Starbucks, people love Starbucks. So there's tons of people that love Starbucks who like their page. They probably have millions of followers, and you're targeting those people that are on that page. So thinking of different things like that, that might not be health and fitness just related. Tracking your insights. So seeing how she said the times that you're posting and you're comparing your page's engagement. So seeing, if a post you did on a Monday night did better than posting it on Monday afternoon. So kind of just comparing those things, being more intentional about when you're posting and kind of seeing when your audience is on. Having that sign up button and linking it to a Woofu form or a video or something. Recycling posts, because they're not gonna see your stuff if you posted it months ago and you're reusing your stuff. Totally fine. I do it all the time. And then consistency is key. With anything else, just being, just showing up daily. If you haven't posted on your, profile page or your like page in a few days, same thing. If you're inviting people to come on it and you're not sharing any new content daily, they're going to be okay, well, I like this page for what? There's nothing great on here. They're not really giving me anything of value. And I didn't know that when people comment on your post and your like page that they did have that like reply message feature. That's so cool. Like, I had no idea that that existed. So you learn something every day, right? And going live on your like page, that creates a lot of engagement and helps your page get out there more. So I encourage you, if you don't have a like page, number one, start one, because like she said, you're gonna need one eventually, so you might as well start working on that now. And once you are consistently posting on that, going live here and there, maybe sharing, a quick tutorial on how you're, cooking a dinner or putting together a crock pot recipe. Emily did a cool thing where she did her Taco Tuesday and showed people like how she made her tacos and like how awesome it looked using the containers. Your workouts, so like Leslie posts her workout video, so going live and just saying, hey guys, like I'm pushing play in my last 5 minutes, whatever, like I'm just gonna give you a little snippet of what my workout is, or cool down, or my warm up, whatever. Cool stuff like that, just to get people engaged. That's all I got, but I think it was a great video. And like I said, I need to become more knowledgeable of my like page and how to get more people on there, because it is what it is. Like, you're gonna have to use it eventually. And the way Facebook is working now, like they do want you to be putting more money into especially business type stuff. So we have to just look kind of like into the future and a year from now, 2 years from now, how can we get better at running our businesses? And this is going to be one of those ways. So I hope you guys got value from it. Any questions, comments, takeaways? Emily, could you just tell us really quickly about how you boosted your event page? Your event page through your like page.
So I set up an event through my like page. I didn't set it up through my personal page. Sorry, I need some water. Didn't count on actually talking.
Sorry, put you on the spot. It's okay. You can handle it.
It got cold again today, so everything's like.
Oh.
Okay, so I made the event through my like page, specifically because if I wanted to be able to boost it, I had to have done it through my like page. So I did that. I went through and I created a custom audience like she showed us in the video, deciding that I wanted to do not just my friends, but I also wanted to, or not just the people that like my page, but their friends that like that page. Because, yes, I've got these followers, but at that point I think I only had 200 and something followers, and so the idea was to be able to grow that and not just offer this to the people that were already liking my page. So the idea was I created this event page, I boosted it with a custom audience that was friends of friends. I only spent $20 and I boosted it for a whole week because I sort of figured that a percentage of my commission should go back to continuing to grow my business, but I also got bills to pay, like I'm not made of money. And I think I did this last month or the month before. I've been doing it every month, but I'm not spending more than $20 a month. Like, that is the max, is $20 to boost that one event, and typically that's the only event or post or anything that I boost, because I have looked at sort of the I'm trying to think of the word and I'm blanking out, the whatever formula math that Facebook uses when they're figuring out
Algorithm.
Thank you. The algorithms that they use, I've heard, or I've done some research and I've looked into it, and when you just boost your posts, that really doesn't get you anywhere. Unless you're talking about like, hey, I'm doing a giveaway and you're offering something to people. If you're just boosting a random post, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I scroll through and I'm seeing these things come up on my page, I'm like, all right, cool, you had a salad. Like, those are not the kind of posts that I would boost. I would make sure that it's something that is truly either adding value to people, is showing them something different than what the other coaches on Facebook are doing. 'Cause I don't know about you guys, but the last week of last month, my Facebook was absolutely flooded with videos of coaches doing their workouts. And like, that's great. I love that, you know, they're doing that and people are spending money on their business. But at some point you have to be like, okay, if everybody's doing it, what makes me stand apart? And I don't just want to be one of those people that takes a video of her workout and boosts it, because that's not going to get me any new followers. All that's going to get is people like, ugh, whatever, another one of those Beachbody coach people that, you know, is flaunting how fit she is. Instead, maybe doing a video like the one where I showed, you know, how to put tacos together. Like, super simple. It was like 2 minutes long, and I made everything ahead of time. And I was just like, hey, look, dump, 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 tacos. And I had so many likes and so much engagement. Not to say that there's not a place for those workout videos, because like I do them all the time. I just don't think there's a place to boost those. So being frugal with your money, learning where to spend it. Like, I think if you're gonna boost an event or you're gonna boost something where you're truly adding value to people, like, that's gonna be the best bang for your buck. But in terms of what I specifically did is I created a free group. I made an event for it. The event lasted 1 week leading up to the day that the group was starting. I targeted friends of my followers. I further created a target that was females 25 to 34 with jobs. I made sure to specifically put in there that I wanted people either with jobs or stay-at-home moms. I put that as one of the tags. I put things like cloth diapers, make your own baby food. Like, I put stuff like that because that tends to be a different kind of person, if you're catching my drift. Like, it's not the stay-at-home mom that spends all day scrolling through Facebook and talking shit about everyone, you know? So that's the kind of person I'm trying to attract, because that's the person I hope to be. So being very intentional with the kinds of things that you're tagging and the way that you're tagging things in there is really helpful. And I got a lot of Facebook likes. The other thing that I did was I used that event as a landing page. And then when people came to that event, I said, okay, now to actually join the group, you have to tag 5 people to this event page. Don't add them, just tag them to this post, because, you know, we don't want to be those people that are like, oh, add all your friends and I'll enter you to, because it annoys the crap out of me, and I'm sure it annoys the crap out of some of you guys, you know, when you're being added to 27,000 different groups and you have to go and remove yourself from all these groups. So I just tell them, hey, tag 5 friends. If those friends join or not the point. Just tag 5 friends, and then I will send you the link in an email to join the group. So you could choose whether or not to tag 5 friends. That part's up to you. I was just trying to look to grow my page a little bit faster if possible. But there's nothing really earth-shattering that I did or like groundbreaking. It was just kind of, I watched a YouTube video and was like, hey, that looks like a good idea. I'm going to take the parts that I like, and I ran with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome. And another thing is to, when you are investing in your business, you don't want your stuff to just be circulating amongst Beachbody coaches, because those are not your future customers or your future team members. So that's when you are targeting your audience. You have to be very specific with the keywords you use, and also broadening your, keywords and phrases of what you want to use to expand that search of people who aren't already coaches or working with coaches, or people that are, just about health and fitness, because you might just get not just Beachbody coaches, but like reps from other type of health and fitness, MLMs and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you are not attracting those people or wasting your money showing up on their pages and not on someone else's page, Yeah,
also to add on to that, don't do tags of Shakeology, Beachbody, 21 Day Fix, because the people that know those are either the ones that have already done it, the ones like us that are trying to help other people with it, or the ones that are, I was going to say the ones that are like super, super skeptical, but we've got one of those on the team now. So definitely can't discount them. I'm Leslie. But yeah, stuff like that kind of steer, because I watched just a whole YouTube video on how not to use Beachbody specific wording, because all you're going to find is other Beachbody coaches.
And the same thing goes for hashtags on Instagram, or if you use hashtags on your post for Facebook, you don't want to be using our key hashtags unless it is for promotion, like if they're doing, like Carl Decker's saying like, oh, hashtag this for a prize or whatever, like, or for Team Spirit now that we're doing that, that's different. But as far as like promoting and like putting yourself out there, you're just going to attract coaches. And like she said, people who already are using the products, who probably have coaches or are working with someone, we don't want to have, not waste our energy, but sort of waste our energy on those people when we could be helping new people that need, have never been exposed to it. So be intentional, be smart about it. Like I said, don't waste your money. So figure it out. Yeah, do your research. Like Emily said, she watched some YouTube videos on how to do it so it's more effective. Yeah, that's all I really have. And another thing you could do, you can look at other coaches that have really big pages and kind of see what type of posts or things that they're doing. Like I said, if they're posting live videos, if they're sharing like their food pics, or they're just like lifestyle pics, to just get ideas and inspiration from. But don't try to copy anyone, because obviously you're not them. So you want to be yourself because you're attracting people to you. So yeah, that's all. If Jeanine, you want to have any closing words or maybe what you learned? Because I know you've had your like page for a while. You've been pretty good at sharing your posts and stuff. So is there anything that you took away from the video that you're going to switch up or start doing or change?
She talks a lot about having like a mixture of things on her like page. So I feel like I've finally gotten the hang of putting a mixture of stuff on my personal page. But then when I went and did a scroll through my like page, I was like, oh, it's just everyday like morning motivation, a recipe, and then like a picture of me at night. So I saw like when she was scrolling through her page, like one thing that she shared was like homemade bath scrubs. So sprinkling things like that on my like page, I definitely need to start to do, just to switch things up, because people get tired of seeing the same exact thing every day. So definitely one thing I need to change is that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also, you're such like a travel bug. So maybe talking about like, like places you want to travel to one day, or doing posts about that, like, oh, what would be like your ultimate bucket list vacation or whatnot, things like that. Or same thing, like taking like little pictures of different places and then saying like, oh, which would you rather go to, A, B, or C? Mm-hmm. And that way people can just comment and engage, and that's going to be boosting up your posts. So just little ideas. Yeah, figure out all the stuff that, makes you you, and sharing those things, and things that will get engagement, and DIYs and little things like that people love looking up. So if you can give that information to them straight onto your page, they don't have to go search for it. For example, Taylor, girl, you need to be sharing more beauty tips and hair tips. Girl, I need help. I haven't washed my hair since like Saturday, and it's been up in a bun or a ponytail or looking like a hot mess. So please help me.
I will.
Your makeup too is on point. So please help us.
I will. I'll start sharing more beauty tips.
Good. Thank you, please. So yeah, figure out, what, makes you you, what interests you. If you have any special hobbies, Leslie, you can share tons of tips about like, healthy eating for kids that it's simple. Doesn't have to be anything like crazy, just like little adventures. So figuring out like things, you can do little crafts or whatnot. I know you already do stuff like that, but just, keep figuring out who your audience is. Same thing for you, Amanda, too. You have your daughter, so you can share about that, like targeting like soccer moms, or like sports moms to make it a little bit more general, and maybe do like, sports moms free challenge or something, cute, something you can, work off of that. Nicole's doing a free booty challenge. I saw that. I'm excited.
Okay.
Oh, and with Taylor too. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So good. I love that you guys teamed up together and are running that. That'll be fun. And it's just a great way to not only give people content and value, but just getting them, engaged and showing them what it is you can offer. And then once you have them in a group or challenge, then you can one day transition them to something else. All right, ladies. Well, we'll wrap it up. You're awesome. Thank you so much for coming out and learning. Yeah, sorry.
I just want to kind of quickly talk to Emily about where I should be putting Rob as far as left leg, weak leg, Not sure. As you said, it was like strategic, so.
Started talking, I was still muted. So I kind of actually figured that Paulina could be here and help provide another part of the puzzle. But so you have two options, right? Rob can go on your left leg, or you can go on your right leg. And I totally just did that backwards. It's cool. So you, let me look at something.
While Emily's looking up her stuff, I'll just give you a quick thing. There is no right or wrong answer. Some coaches will tell you weak leg is better because you have that controlled account and you can build it up on your weak side. Some people say put them on your strong leg, so that way you have that volume that's already being generated on your strong side, and then you're just building the weak leg on their account. So it's just a preference. There's, obviously pros and cons, short term and long term. But I would say whatever your heart desires, and maybe do, watch like a couple like short videos and just kind of decide, like what's best for you guys. Okay, let me go.
Hey, do you want to pause the recording for a second?
Okay, let me stop.